How to make money with virtual real estate. Can we take lessons from traditional real estate? That's an interesting question to start your journey into the metaverse as a virtual real estate investor. In this video, we'll cover the 4 most common ways to make money in the traditional real estate markets, and we'll end with the number 1 question you should ask yourself before investing. Welcome to VRE. This is not financial advice about virtual real estate. There's 4 interesting ways to create money really with real estate, and we'll cover them here. The purpose of this article is to get you acquainted with traditional real estate business model to better understand the virtual real estate opportunities and, of course, business models. Let's get to it. First business model is leasing. That's the most common method to invest and to make money in traditional real estate. The business model is as follows. You buy a property and then you rent it. The key to be successful is to be able to rent it for a good sum of money, of course, and to rent it as fast as possible. This first method is usually seen as a long-term strategy. But there's a big difference here between residential and commercial properties. Residential. Who doesn't want a nice house near the sea? In the real world, people need a place to live. The amount of money you can make is maybe not the highest among the strategies presented here, except, of course, for luxury real estate. But for residential rentals in a good location, there's always a fair demand, and it's often seen as a great long-term investment. For virtual real estate, you're not limited to houses. It could also be any piece of real estate needed by everyone in the game or in the metaverse. From a garage in a car-oriented game to a spaceship in a space opera game, the key question is what will be almost mandatory for everyone. Commercial leasing. Commercial real estate is big money. Companies need spaces to operate, and they have the money to pay for good locations and valuable properties. In the metaverse, you can rent your space to a company or use it maybe as an advertisement opportunity. In the near future, guilds will also be companies that you could negotiate with in blockchain-based games, for example. Second business model here is flipping. Yes, this is the short-term, high-paying solution, flipping properties. But it's not just about buying and then selling. The key here is to find ways to increase the property value before selling. And for this, well, there's more than one way. First way to increase property value is waiting for the market to change. Imagine you're buying a house in a small town, and 1 year later there's a huge company which suddenly settles 2 blocks away, Amazon, Google, Facebook. Well, of course, the value of your property will increase. But that's also the case if your city is growing steadily for 10 years. Or if, thanks to a world-class pandemic, everyone wants to quit the closest big city to find the quiet life of a homeowner in a small city. Yours, for example. Well, you get the idea. You can make a profit when the market is moving in your favor. If you're an insider of some big projects, you can also buy just before a sudden rise of the real estate local markets. Or you can just buy, wait and pray. But waiting for the market to change is always a risky bet. Property value does not always increase. It can be quite lucrative in the long run, but you could also discover a new train station popping up right in front of your garden. In virtual real estate, the metaverse or the game you've invested in could very well crumble over time. Second way to flip houses and to make money flipping houses is improving. You buy, you fix or renovate, and then you sell. This is definitely a good way to make money. To find and make really good deals, though, you'll need to have some knowledge. Some time, of course. Renovation works always take more time than anticipated. And you'll need a good pile of cash. Yes, if it takes more time, it usually takes more money. To pick the right property and to choose the right fixes and the right repairs, you'll also need some guidance and or some experience. In the virtual real estate, there's not much opportunity as of now to try those buy, improve, sell deals. But with the rise of digital architects or property creators or even just landlords, this could become a very interesting way to make money in the metaverse. Third way to flip real estate is dividing. This is a great way to make money without all those fixing and repairing problems we've mentioned. You just buy a property and then split it and sell each piece for a higher price than you've paid. Of course, there must be a market ready to pay a high price for small surface. So it's more efficient in big cities with students or young workers. In virtual real estate, the main problem is that you cannot create new pieces of land as of now. But things could change, and things are starting to change with the idea of estate that you can buy and then divide into land. Third way to make money in real estate is real estate services. Being involved with and in real estate isn't just about buying, renting, or selling. There's a lot of profession revolving around the field, and they could be great opportunities to make money without investing as short-term solutions. First example is cleaning, staging, or even property management. Those professions take care of assets and help them gain or retain value. If cleaning a virtual house is not yet a thing, managing a portfolio to help him keep value will probably be a key profession in the years to come. Ensuring that the property has all the new features for players or residents, managing contracts and payments, and being paid for it by the owner is a great way to make a living in traditional or virtual real estate. Real estate agent. In the real world, a real estate agent is looking for buyers and sellers or renters in the hope of creating a matching pair. With the rise of internet-based real estate marketplace, they had to make a difference by providing valuable advices and support during the research and negotiation phase. In the metaverse, there may be room for good virtual real estate investment advisors, helping investors finding the fitting project for them, or maybe helping sellers lost between the wide range of prices for similar assets. And many more jobs will be needed in the years to come. The last way to make money is, of course, direct economic activity. Of course, you can directly use your own property to develop your own business, whether it's by setting up a new business or by mining the resources on your land. Those two solutions are widely used in virtual real estates. The number and the value of the business you're able to launch on a property have also direct influence on the valuation of this property. But we'll talk about valuation another time. We are at the beginning of virtual real estate, and many possibilities are still in waiting. I know, of course, that there's a way I haven't mentioned yet, and that's real estate investment trust, but then again, I'll leave that for another time. Going back to what we've discussed, if you don't know which solution is good for you, try to ask yourself those two questions. Am I looking for a quick profit or for a steady income? And second question, do I have the money to invest or not? And don't forget the golden rule: location, location, location. Why? Because in traditional real estate, that's what will change the price. The first question you should ask yourself when you're buying a virtual property is, what are the factors that will have an influence over my investment? Is it the number of brands in the given metaverse? Is it the number of players in the game? The location? Is it my own time spent in improving my own property? And tell us, what's your goal as a virtual real estate investor? Make money fast or long term? What's your strategy? You can always discuss it in our Discord.